Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to make my first ever non-tutorial thing in Blender, that being a Pokeball. So let's see how it goes. And also, if you have any tips for me, things I can improve on, because I'm still very much a beginner. I've only done like most of my first ever donut. So if you have any tips for me, that'd be great. Or if you have any, new ideas I should try doing for my next Blender thing or Unity game. That's a fun little thing to do. Or just project in general. Just comment it. Alright, let's get into it. So first off, it's Pokeball. Once again, I restarted a couple times in this, so keep that in mind. I'm not very good. But, with this, I started with a sphere, obviously. I tried to make it black, because I broke it down into 4 different parts. There was the bottom, like the inside, which you can see I made, which is like this black inside, and then there's a top and bottom, those are like the shells, and then the like button, right? Like the 2 cylinders. The cylinders and the inside really easy to do. It's just 2 cylinders in a circle. The shell was hard to do. So you can see I'd make a circle here. So I used the loop cuts, but I found that it wasn't giving like a straight line across. Like I just cut through because there's like a space between the 2 sides. I actually ended up scrapping this, but you'll see later. But then I come back to this because I found it was the best thing I could do. So first off, because it looked just like off. Also, I was on call for fun. He was watching me as I do this. We were talking about it. He sent me some pictures for reference, and it just like didn't look like it. It just felt like uncanny, kind of like a bad Chinese toy version, if that makes sense. So I tried maybe making it bigger. I thought maybe that would help a little bit if I made it bigger, but as you can see, it kind of like became like an oval, which I did not like at all. Like you see what I mean? It wasn't like a circle, it was an oval. And I was like, that does not look right. So I decided to restart this. So as you can see, I also try to see like the geometry when I put together, see how it look. So it wasn't a perfect circle. So this time I tried to make a perfect circle, as you can see, and then work off that. Make like two halves in a way. So if it came together, it'd be a perfect circle. That's the idea of it. I made this circle really tiny because I thought it looked better if it was tiny, more accurate. But the thing was, when I made it tiny, it didn't look like a right circle because the geometry. So if you guys can tell me how to fix that, that'd be good. I thought my next attempt for this, once again, it's more. I know it's annoying. It's more attempts. I tried making more vertices. Not vertices, faces on the circle, and see maybe that make the circle look better, like a circle, but it didn't really do that. In fact, it started looking like an oval because there was so many vertices faces that it just didn't look right. But here, I look up how to cut in half a circle, a sphere. So I did that using the split, the mesh, and here's me restarting with some more faces. This is, as you see, I didn't pick a diamond shape, but that diamond shape, when turned into a circle, it like distorts. It looks like a perfect circle, but it distorts the rounding things, so the shading just looks so weird, and I didn't want that. You can't really see it in this, but up close, you could see it. And I didn't seem like that at all, so. And if it's gonna be even more noticeable once I add like materials and stuff, so I was like, okay, not doing that. But here's me like trying to fix it. I'm like, okay, maybe I can bend it back. But as you'll see when I flip it over and do all this, give it a sec, you'll see that it kind of like becomes like an oval. I'm gonna try to fix it. See what I mean? Well, also, when I make that cut, it becomes an oval. So I'm like, okay, well, that's the same problem I had on my first attempt. So I was gonna end up scrapping it. But this time I was fed up. So I was like, okay. This time I'm going to. Oh, this time I forgot to change vertices back. So I started again. It's like a waste of time. I was like, ugh, because I didn't realize that once you change the vertices, that's the default. So I went back, changed the faces or whatever. Vertices keeps saying faces. I keep saying vertices faces. And once I had the faces back to normal, started doing the way Whitney did. Both of them were knowledge, but everything works now because I've done this like 4 times. You know what I mean? So I try to make the circle a little bit more small, a little more compact. I tried extruding in, which if you guys could tell me how to do that, that'd be great. I could not figure out how to extrude like in to make it smaller, but it's okay because it still looks not that bad. So I made more cuts to make it flat again with the knife tool and physically add more geometry so it looked right. But as you see, it looks pretty straight from naked eye. It looks pretty straight. Once again, I prefer if like I put in the things a little more there so it look more in, if that makes sense. But I still like the circle to be smaller because it does not look like it looks so big for a Pokeball. You know what I mean? It's like a quarter of it is, but I said that's fine for now. They topped the material, made shiny, made some metallics. I gave it like it's shining, especially in that image. Like the white circle showing it is pretty shiny. I probably made it a little too shiny, but still it's nice. Then I started doing the button, which I said was really easy, which is 2 rectangles. I mean 2 cylinders. What am I saying? So yeah, I just made 2 cylinders. I scaled it to the right amounts. Keep all this happening. My friend's like, oh my god, it looks so bad. I'm like, shut up. But in the end, it kind of ended up looking like a Pokeball from Temu, which you'll see in a second. That being said, I was still very proud of it because of just how much effort this took compared to like following the tutorial, which I could have done for this, but I was like, no, I want to do it for some reason. So yeah, that was it. You saw the final thing. You're seeing the final thing right now, but I hope you enjoyed. And once again, if you have any more ideas, comments, concerns, please comment them. Alright. See you next one. Bye.